The first part of a research report or proposal is the hook. So, just like the beginning of an essay, you want to hook your audience or grab their attention and get them interested in what you have to say. We're going to look at three types of hooks and examples. The first type of hook is to surprise your audience with an unexpected fact. So, the example I'm providing for you is like most families, we recycle everything we can at our house. While having a bin full of recyclables each week might feel like we are doing our part to conserve our earth, only 9% of all plastic produced is actually recyclable. So, because 9% is such a small amount, that is a shocking fact or an unexpected fact that I can surprise my audience with. The next type is to clarify a misconception. So, a misconception is something that people think that is wrong. And if we're going to clarify it, we're going to make clear what that misconception is and then give them information that is correct. So, the example I have for you is when people think of plastic pollution in the ocean, many imagine floating islands of plastic that could easily be cleaned up by trolling the ocean surface. However, only a small percentage of plastics found in the ocean actually float on the surface. The majority of plastics in the ocean are found below the surface, either resting on the floor, trapped in Arctic ice, or inside the bellies of ocean animals. Most plastic is reduced to tiny particles, degraded fragments of their original form, some as small as grains of rice. So the misconception is that people think that plastic pollution in the ocean is just on the ocean surface, but actually the majority of it is somewhere below the surface, and a lot of it is degraded down into small fragments. Some of it is small as grains of rice. So that should show my audience that this is a much bigger deal than maybe they think it is. The last type of hook we're going to look at is sharing an anecdote. And an anecdote is like a short little story. You can share an anecdote that is something that has happened to you or someone you know, or it could be a little story that you have, seen on the news or seen in a movie or something. You're just trying to relate to your audience. So my example is while walking along the shoreline on a recent trip to Newport, Rhode Island, I marveled at the beauty of the crystal clear water and enjoyed the peaceful crashing waves until the vibrant hues of plastic litter clashed with the shells and seaweed, a stark reminder of our careless waste disposal habits. So I'm just sharing here's something that happened to me that gets my audience interested in what I have to say. These are not the only kinds of hooks that you can use, but these are three that I thought would be appropriate for the type of writing that we're doing. And these are probably strategies that you are familiar with and have used in your writing before. The next part of your research report or proposal is the relevance. So, why is this relevant to you and relevant to your audience? The purpose of this part is to provide context or background information. So, this is where you'll share some of your researched information to kind of establish what's going on in the world with your problem. You are establishing why your topic is an issue, who is affected, and why it is important to you. And you're stating your position and presenting reasons that support your position.